Good morning, good morning. It is Friday. Guess what? You made it through the week. Those of you who are struggling, remember it's one day at a time, one moment at a time. And each day that you make it is a major success. So, congratulations for making another day. Today's message is deep, really deep. Incessant mental noise, so constant thinking, prevents you from finding inner stillness and creates a false mind-made self that casts a shadow of fear and suffering. A lot of our own issues come from our own selves here, right? A perfect example of this is being so concerned about conversations that you need to have with someone, whether it be a boss, a friend, a lover, spouse, doesn't matter. You get so consumed with the conversation that needs to happen that you will actually sit there and play it over and over and over and over in your head as to all the different ways that you can have that conversation. Instead of just saying, Lord, help me be at peace today. And when it's time to have that conversation, give me the right words to use in that conversation with love. And please help me not to think about this at all for the rest of this day, right? Another one could be, say for instance, you did do something, right? And you know it wasn't coming from your best self. You might have said things that you shouldn't have said, or there may have been things you wanted to say and you didn't. And the same thing happens. You play that over and over and over again, and you create this anger and frustration, which in turn turns to fear and suffering, because you think you should have said this, or you wish you shouldn't have said that, and you start talking mean things to yourself instead of, yet again, speaking to your mind. Lord, thank you for my sound mind today. Thank you for removing any mean thoughts about myself. Thank you for allowing me to have that conversation, and forgive me for maybe saying things I shouldn't have, and help me to be a better person for the next conversation I need to have. And then let it go. Surrender, let it go. Once you've had that conversation, it's over. You cannot go back and change what you said already. There is nothing you can do to change the past. Today, you are in the present moment. What can you do today to be your best self? To not be in your mind, to not be thinking so much. Focus on the sounds. If you're in your office, what sounds do you hear? Do you hear the fans, right? Do you hear, nice little chatter in the background? If you work outside, do you hear the birds? Do you hear hammering? Whatever it might be, focus on the beauty of sound and get out of your mind. Stop tormenting yourself. God did not put us here to torment ourselves. God put us here to operate in spirit, to be our best self, so that way we can have a loving relationship with all things, his people, his creation, whatever it might be. We are to operate in spirit and in love. I pray for you today if you've been struggling. I pray for you to get peace of mind, so you may have a sound mind, so you may release all things that you may have said about yourself that did not benefit who God created you to be. I pray that you learn how to speak with love to yourself and to others. I pray for rest. And I pray that today you experience a new day full of joy. I pray that you receive grace and forgiveness for anything that you've been holding on to within here, and you can just let it go. God loves you unconditionally, and there's nothing you can do about it. Have a wonderful weekend.